Greetings, fellow theory crafters, and welcome to Cooking with Piam. I'm your host, Piam Piam, one of the only shows that cook modded creatures and turn them into delicious delectables. Today, we'll be kicking off by cooking something prehistoric today. The monster species you've been waiting for, the Tremorsaurus. Since the Tremorsaurus is quite a big creature, we'll be cooking it outside and be preparing it with multiple dishes for this giant beast. While I set up the cooking station outside, I've let my servant go fetch this massive creature.
Man, this weather is too humid for my liking. Why can't Piam cook something easier like a cow or something? I swear, if Piam kills me again... I knew I should have read the terms and conditions. Alright, buddy, it's time to tussle and rumble. Hyah! What the... Huh. Clever girl.
Alright, for this first dish, we're gonna cook the tail of a Tremorsaurus. We first need to prepare the tail. We'll need a sword to cut this beast. We need to cut the base of the tail from the body. Then, take the sword and peel the scales away from the skin. Remember, to try not to remove too much meat when peeling it. We then need to salt bake the tail. You just need to add a huge amount of salt and cover it completely as white as snow. We'll then cover it with the tree stars and put it in the largest grove you got and place it until it's cooked thoroughly. After it's done, you then remove it from the grill and let it rest. Once it rests, remove the leaves and remove the salt shell. Cut around 6 slices horizontally. Then cover the slices with oil and put a good amount of spices. We'll then place the slices onto the grill in a high heat setting and grill the slices until they have a golden crust. Repeat with the other side. There we have it, some grilled tremor tail. For this next dish, we'll be cooking some tremor legs. As before, cut the base of the legs from the main body. Then, dislocate the ankles and use your sword to cut between and separate the legs and the feet. Discard the feet. As before, remove the scales from the flesh. We then rub it with spice nice and thorough. You then place the legs in the grill and let it cook for a while. When it is done, turn the leg over and grill on the other side. Since it's a large leg, it might take like around 2 days to cook through evenly. So make sure to keep turning it each hour so you don't accidentally burn the leg. And you got yourself some tremor legs. This third dish, we'll be making some soup. We're first gonna start making some tremor bone broth. We'll need this to enhance the flavor of the soup. To make this, we'll need a large pot. You need to heat up the pot and add some leftover bones, like the feet, Tremorsaurus hands, and any leftover bone. Make sure you cut them into chunks before putting it in the pot. Let them cook until they're lightly browned. In the same pot, we'll add some onions and carrots. We'll then add water to the pot filled with almost to the brim and start heating up as it boils all the ingredients. Once the water starts to look golden brown, you can turn off the heat. Then, in another pot, use a strainer to separate the solids from the liquid. Discard the solids and keep the liquid. Now, to make the soup, we'll repeat the same thing, but this time it's going to be a bit different. You need to cut up some carrots and onions in a cutting board. Next, put some oil in the pot and cook the onions and carrots until they're soft. We'll then add the broth to the pot and let it simmer for a bit. While it simmers, cut a bit of the fly trap and add it to the pot. Then, we'll take some meat from the Tremorsaurus around the breast area and we'll put it in the pot and have it cooked through evenly. Once the meat is cooked, take it out from the pot and start to shred the meat. Side note, make sure to wait for the meat to cool off before you shred it. You then add it back to the pot and stir it around. And the soup is finished. Lastly, we're gonna make some dino nuggies. We're gonna take some leftover meat and begin mincing it with a knife and finely chop it until it's all grounded up. Next, with the minced meat, add some salt, onion powder, cornstarch, and garlic powder onto the meat and mix it together. You then need to shape the meat in any shape of dinos you want. In a bowl, add flour, paprika, water, and an egg, and mix it all together. We'll then heat up a pan with a good amount of oil. Take your nuggets and dip it into the bowl and place them into the pan. Let them cook through until the nuggets floats to the surface. And our final dish is done. Now we are ready for a taste tester to try.
Great, I'm here again. What were you cooking this time?
Don't worry your little head this time. I've cooked some good quality meal today.
Better be.
For the meal of the day, I've brought you some grilled tremor tail, tremor legs, tremor stew, and dino nuggets.
Wow, you really outdid yourself this time. This tastes so good, though I don't think I'll be able to eat it all.
Don't worry, I've brought some guests to help you out.
Piam, I don't think this is safe.
You should be fine. I've trained them to not to attack.
No!
Well, not to me anyway. I guess that's the time we have for today. Thank you for watching and happy cooking!
Wait, if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out our new series on Cataclysm or check out our former series on Alex's Caves, as well as a previous episode of Cooking with Piam.